team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mason. Uncorks it. Connection to the right. Finds some room. The 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Power football with the rock. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The throw to the outside is complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Working that left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he burrows his way into the end zone. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fears the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the 1st. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go
looking for a deep man. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. After that flag, they spot the ball inside the 20. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. And his throw is incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mason. Pressure coming. He's picked up and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Using his legs, it's White. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Wood. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On the move. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Reed. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense offense tries to cash in.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Using his feet. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal back who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Mason. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Great place to start for this offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quarterback keeper. That's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll give it to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Quarterback's run is part of their game plan. And it's in for a touchdown.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So they start in a great spot, move the ball 34 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Mason. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the catch. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose on the right. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he added the extra point. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. And he's going to try to return this one. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps every...
Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And that is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They try to pop a run on the draw.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try it over the left side. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Back to pass, it's Mason. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the sideline. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Now try to pound their way in. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, and somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Right through his hand. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to punch it in. And he'll break the plane for a touchdown.
In a fourth and goal situation, bring in the beef. The goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your booty.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. This game has been wildly entertaining. As we take a second to catch our breath, let's have a look at the game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? He might want another play. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here comes chasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mason. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
He must have just felt really awful about that play. Because 3rd and long, you'd like to get something back here, even if it's just a check down to make 4th down more manageable. Throwing this football away now, 4th down is going to be difficult.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. The jet sweep pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And it's a touchdown. Extra point here will tie the game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU has the lead right now, but this Lavelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Baylor. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. On the run, it's White. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. The pressure was rising. Drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game.
Touchdown!
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged on the outside, it's Wood. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker, it's Reed. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He's going for the big play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown! Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the fourth. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're working that left side. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the third time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mason. Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Let's go. This is how you make it interesting. Your defense has to come through, has to make the big play, and they do. Clock running out, you get the ball back to your offense. Way to force the issue, create the interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. The 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who's the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. receiver. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. There's a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And now the offense will come onto the field again.
Timeout by the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. The run from the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll toss it. Finding an escape route. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple